Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Lexi, and this is Beyond the Mirror. Hi everyone! In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing all e.l.f. products and doing a full face using that makeup. I've been a huge fan of e.l.f. products for a really long time. I remember as a teenager, that was kind of the only affordable makeup that you could buy. I'm really impressed with new products that they're coming out with, but there are some products that I'm not a huge fan of. So today, I'm going to go over that with you. I love that they've been coming out with all kinds of dupes. I know some people are tired of hearing dupes, and I am to the extent of when it's not actually a dupe and it just has similar packaging. But when it actually is a dupe, I'm pretty happy about it because you can get the same product almost for a much cheaper price tag. What I'm not happy about is products that just don't work. I don't like products that have claims that when you try it, it actually doesn't fit that claim. And that's some of these products today. Something I've been seeing everywhere is the e.l.f. setting spray. Apparently it's supposed to be a dupe for the Milk Makeup one or even the Charlotte Tilbury one. I haven't tried either of those yet, but I was really hoping that this would be a good setting spray, and I do not like it. I haven't tried it with this combination I'm going to be doing today, so hopefully it wasn't a complete waste of money, but so far I've tried it with using only concealer as foundation. It didn't look good. And then I tried it with a powder foundation and it left like these weird white marks on my face. It was so weird. And I tried blending it out and it just it was stuck there. So not a fan, but I'm gonna try it today. It says that you can set your face with it first and then afterwards for applying makeup. I've only done it as a traditional setting spray, so I'm gonna try it both ways today. So because it has the 2 layers, you're supposed to shake it up first. I always shake it up. Most liquid products that I have, I just end up shaking up anyway. So you want it to look like that. And then I'm just gonna spray my face. That's another thing I do not like about this product. I don't like how fine the mist is. Let me see if you can see that. It looks nice, but I can barely feel it. I shouldn't talk like this. And I feel like I have to use a lot of the product just to get an even layer across my face, and I feel like I still didn't put that much on my face. So I've only used this 2 or 3 times, and that's why I've already used so much, because I feel like I need so much. But yeah, I don't think 6 inches away, I mean, I had to look a foot away first, but I don't think 6 inches away is enough for you to get the effect or even feel it on your face. So we'll see if that helps. It did add a little bit of moisture to my skin, so we'll see. Next, the Power Grip Primer. I love this. Oh my goodness. I bought the Milk Makeup one first, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I know so many people really like it, but I hate it. It makes every foundation separate. I don't know what you guys are doing to make it work, but it does not work for me. I've tried every combination, skincare, no skincare, lots of moisturizer, doing half my face. I have one foundation, it's not even a foundation, the CoverGirl Essence, and I did half my face one day and half with the primer, and it did nothing. The other side honestly looked better. So that's the only one that I've found that it doesn't make separate, but I hate it. And it's expensive. I got the mini and it was $15. This one though, I love this one. So you really don't need that much. I like to kind of pat it into my skin just to really get that gripping effect. But I love this one. It has a really nice cooling sensation. It's a lot cheaper. It doesn't make your foundation separate. I want to try the, oh gosh, what's the pink one that they have? I know they have a pink one, and then they have 2 pink ones. But I want to try one of those. I want to know if it's different. Next, this product isn't very new, but it's just a color corrector. I have a lot of redness on my face. I've been trying to use color correctors occasionally, and I think I just have the worst luck. I don't know if I'm using them incorrectly or what, but I don't know. So I'm gonna do 2 different methods with this one today. I'm gonna do some areas here, I think I'm gonna cover it up, and then go over with my foundation. And then other areas, I think I'm gonna mix it with concealer. I've heard both are ways to use color correctors. One time, I didn't know this, but I just put color corrector on my redness and I didn't use anything to cover it up. So I probably look like Shrek all day and nobody told me. I feel like e.l.f. has been doing what a lot of brands do. Like, I've seen this with Tarte, that every product is now a camo product. It doesn't even make sense anymore. Same with the Tarte. I think everything is like maracuja. And again, it just doesn't make any sense. Okay, that actually, I don't know. To me, it looks like I canceled the redness, but we'll see. I think I'll stop there, and then I'm gonna mix some on the back of my hand with some concealer and the Camo Hydrating Concealer. This is what I was talking about. I don't believe that hydrating should be in the name for this product because it is not hydrating at all. It's not a bad concealer. It's very medium to high coverage, and I find that sometimes it can oxidize. For me, it's when I use setting spray or certain foundations. I don't know what it is, but it makes it oxidize. And it's also just not the greatest shade for me, but I do think this is a really good concealer if you do like high coverage looks. So I'm just gonna mix some on the back of my hand with the concealer. That might even be too much, honestly, but we're just experimenting here. Hopefully that's enough. We can always add more. Just gonna mix this in with my finger. I really like the thing with mixing it. You end up using smaller amounts than you would if you were to do like concealer trying to cover up redness or acne or scars or anything. But it really blends in so well. I think I like how that looks better. I mean, of course, the other one's just green on my face right now, but I think I like how it's blending in. It's a little drying as well, so I like to pair this with a nice setting spray, even though it does kind of oxidize a little bit. I prefer that than having like really dry patches everywhere and then your makeup just breaking apart. I want to use the rest, I guess. It's already drying on my hand. That's one thing, it dries pretty quickly. That green is like throwing me off. And once again, another product that is mislabeled, the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. And this is the hydrating one. I never tried the original, so I don't know, like maybe this one is hydrating compared to that one, but this is not hydrating. In fact, I feel like this one, out of all my foundations, my makeup look really cakey or just very obvious that I'm wearing makeup. It's just weird because it says hydrating and it's not hydrating. So besides that this is the wrong shade for me as well, we're gonna make it work. I have, what is it? Light 210N. I really don't know what my undertones are. I'm trying so hard to figure it out. I don't know, I keep going through different phases where I feel like, oh, I'm cool toned because my skin is lighter, but then a lot of cool tone stuff makes me look dead. So then I'm like, oh, maybe I'm neutral or warm toned. But then when I use those, it ends up looking really yellow on me. So yeah, I have no idea what my undertone is. So I went with neutral because I thought that would be fine. So what I like doing for this one is kind of just like putting it kind of like just little dots where I want the most coverage. And then I'm gonna blend it out with a beauty blender. So I'll start with that. You can always build it up. I prefer doing like not full coverage the first time and then building up in really thin layers. I think it just looks much better than if you just put a ton on at once. I will say it's doing a good job of covering up the green color corrector. But like, see, I have some redness here and it's not really covering that up on its own. So what are your thoughts on all the dupe culture in every makeup brand? It's a little boring to say. It feels like I've seen every type of product just done by every single company now. So it's pretty boring and it's not creative at all. It's not like setting apart the market. And it's already so heavily saturated that it's like you should try new things. I feel like that's where the money is. But then I feel like the new stuff is just gimmicky, like the Milk makeup. What is it, like the jelly blushes? When I saw that right away, I was like, it's gonna shrink. You're gonna keep it in the cupboard. You're not gonna use it for a few months, and you're gonna have less product. Okay, I'm actually pretty impressed with how this is looking right now. It's not looking as cakey as the last few times I was using it. So maybe that setting spray did do something. I don't know. We'll see. For me, it looked pretty good in the beginning. I do remember it just feeling a little dry and like looking dry, but it was one of those where you wait a few hours and you look awful. So those scare me. Whenever I get a new like face product that's gonna be all over my face, I test it out a few times, like on the weekends, because I'm so scared of looking crazy all day. So I don't know if you can tell, but it's looking yellow to me. I don't know. It doesn't really match. It's not the worst that I've seen, but it does look a little bit yellow to me. It is like full coverage, but it's not. Like my forehead and my chin area look full coverage, but then right here where I have the most redness, it's not really working. I do think maybe it was the color corrector method, because down here, like, it's peeking through a little bit, but not really. Like here, I just feel like it's pretty pathetic coverage. So now for bronzer, I have two different types. I picked up the e.l.f. wand because all the rage. I wanted the Charlotte Tilbury one for so long, and they were always sold out. And I don't really like going in store, like at Sephora. I wish Ulta had them, but they were just always out of stock. And then I saw this at Ulta, and I was like, I'll try it. Like all the other dupes have been good from e.l.f., but this one is not good. I don't like it. For me, the biggest issue is that the wand, it's disgusting. Like, I think here it's leaking, and I've seen like videos of the Charlotte Tilbury one, and you can like twist it and lock it in place so product's not coming out. And then also I was thinking about it recently, and the sponge, that's so gross. Like, I know for the most part people's faces are pretty clean when you're applying makeup, at least I hope. That's still kind of gross, like just having a wet, moist sponge sitting there in the dark. Sounds like a recipe for disaster. I'm still trying to finish it up just because I have it, and it's not completely horrible. I find that this one's a little orange on me sometimes, which is a little weird, but now that it's summer, maybe I can get some use out of it more. But I recently picked up this one, and it's pretty decent. I like that it has like varying cool tones and warm tones. I've really just used like the lightest bronzer shade. I have tested out the others, but I find that one is just kind of like the best color for me right now. I haven't really tried that one. Maybe I will today. Maybe like in this area I could. So we'll see. But I think for today I'm just going to use this one just because I don't really like the other one. For using this palette, I prefer using just like an angled brush. You can also like use your fingers. I just don't like digging my finger in there. I don't know, it feels weird. So I just prefer the brush, and I just find that it's a little easier to blend things out with the brush too. I also really like how just like blendable this one looks. The other one kind of gets patchy, and I feel like I have to do multiple layers, but then it just looks really bad and just so muddy. So I'm gonna go in with a small brush. Kind of seems to be working, but it's a little too light for me. I do like it under my eyes. That looks nice. I did forget the concealer there. To apply some a little bit here, I find like this area, it's a little dark for me. Like I don't know, it has like a shadow effect. So I just like to brighten it up. I usually use a concealer as well. And then I can't remember which MUA I saw a video from, but she was saying like blending it upwards. It's more like a smile. I don't know. Makes me happy. Okay, it's not the worst, but it's not the best either. I feel like on camera it looks fine, but in person it looks really cakey, and it looks like I try to contour my face. So, we'll see. This is a new product for me as well. I don't know if this is new at all, but this is the e.l.f. Wow Brow. And I actually think this is pretty decent. I had pretty low standards for it. My favorite right now is the Benefit laminating one. The best hold I've tried. Nothing else compares. This one doesn't really have hold, in my opinion. Like, it's not worse. I've tried worse things, like the NYX Brow Glue. Don't come at me. I know so many people love that one, but that one was so stringy for me, and my brows fell instantly. Like, they looked worse than if I didn't use anything. So this has more hold than that, but compared to the Benefit one, it doesn't. I do like this though for the pigment in it. I do like that because I usually fill in my brows and then go in with the laminating one, whereas this is just one step. Another new product for me is the New Bud Shadow Stick. And what color did I get this? Copper Chic. Now, I like the idea of this, and I've actually always wanted like an eyeshadow stick. I don't know, I really like the idea of it. You know, it's unique, it's different, and I don't know how I feel about this. It's a nice product, and I do like the color and just the ease of a one and done. But I do find that because it's so creamy, it doesn't really last throughout the day. Over the weekend, we went to a festival, and we're just walking up and down the blocks that it was, and it was pretty hot out. I think it was like 75 degrees or something, and this was gone after like 4 or 5 hours. I had only done it for like a little wing too, and the wing it looks so good, but it was gone after a few hours. So I do need to test this out a little bit more, but for the price, like, it is very affordable, especially if you compare it to like the Bobbi Brown one, or you know, just all the higher end ones. I'm so sorry, I feel like I'm doing this in the worst order. But then we have the e.l.f. Camo Blush. Again, the camo, I mean, it's like the same packaging as their camo concealer, but the brush is completely different. I don't think that the blush is high coverage as the concealer is. Like, we have two completely different brushes here. I don't know. It's whatever. I do have the Rare Beauty blush, and I think they're pretty comparable. Out of all like this kind of cream style type blush, ever since the Rare Beauty ones went viral, I feel like there have been a lot of hit or misses, but this one's pretty good. I do like that this is one of the few that you can like apply directly to the face, and it doesn't leave the little dot mark that you made from putting it on your face. So I do like that. I did get a lighter shade because I did want something that I could build up. I have the Rare Beauty one, I think in Happy, and I need like less than half a dot because it's so pigmented. Now, I like a lot of blush, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit more, but this is really good for just a few dots, and I only dipped it in once for both sides. And if you want higher coverage than this, like, this isn't enough for you. Going in with your fingers or like just a dry brush, I feel like gives really high coverage. Another product that I've been loving by e.l.f. is, oh my goodness, their new lip liner. It's $4. Okay, I think the shape of it is pretty innovative. It's like this triangle. Oh, no, that did not help. It's like a triangle. I like it because you can really get into those corners, and then you can use the side to make a straight line. That's something I struggle with. I cannot follow the lines, so I know this looks crazy right now. I always like to blend my lip liners in like this. It gives like a really like soft look, and I prefer this. Another product that I think is much better than high-end brands is their O-Face lipstick. This one's also pretty affordable. I think it's like $12, I don't remember. It just feels amazing. It has like the magnetic snap, which just feels expensive. It actually has like some weight to it, which I like. The matte packaging and just the formula. I really love this lipstick. Another product that I think e.l.f. hit out the park is their lip oils. Oh, I love these so much. I've tried so many different lip oils and I've only gotten more frustrated with them. They're just not even lip oils anymore, they're lip glosses. And if I wanted a lip gloss, I'd go out and buy a lip gloss. But this one is actually in a lip oil. I love the packaging, it's super cute, and this applicator is the best thing I could ask for. I love how big it is. It's so cushiony and soft. So is the formula. I really like that it gives the hydration of lip oil. And I really like pairing like a lip oil or lip gloss over a type of lipstick like this. I do find that bullet lipsticks can be dry, but putting a little bit of this on really just changes the whole look. My makeup's actually looking pretty good, better than I thought it was going to. Should I use this setting spray again? I want to know what it works with. I really need to know. Maybe I'll do like half my face, the other half without it, so I can kind of see. I'm gonna do this and then I'll put on mascara. I don't know, I can't really tell. I mean, this side slightly looks a bit dewier than this side, but it looks the same to me. I don't know. Like, it doesn't feel dewier, it feels the same, but it doesn't feel like drier either. Last but not least, mascara. Comment below if there are some products that you liked that I didn't, or vice versa. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!